school bodybuilding clothing company. If leg day was yesterday and now you're wondering why toilets are so damn low, you are definitely old school. If you're the only athlete at your gym that knows there's a contest today and it's to see who trains the hardest, you are old school. OSBBC.com for the hardest training athletes.
Dave Palumbo here with another RX Muscle rant. In today's world, things are changing very rapidly. The world as we know it is completely different than it was 10, 15, 20 years ago. And some people get depressed over it and some people don't know how to deal with it. And, I get enraged at things that go on a daily basis in my life. And, a lot of people ask me, hey, Dave, how do you keep it all together? How do you stay positive? How do you succeed in today's world as time evolves and as time goes on? How do you continue to kind of reinvent yourself? And so, I want to just give you some examples. Like on a daily basis, I'm driven crazy, okay, by some of the moronic stuff that goes on in this world. We ordered a bunk bed, okay, for my son. I've talked about this before. And we went to Rooms to Go, and we found this bunk bed. My son was jumping all over it. My kids were loving it. We bought the bunk bed. They said it'll be delivered the next day. I said, whoa, that's great service, right? Next day, the thing comes. They bring up 10 boxes, and then they bring out the final box. They open it up. They're going to carry this thing up my stairs. The one piece, the big piece, it has the staircase on it. It's scratched, and it looked like someone threw it off the top of the truck, okay, when they take it out of the box. And they're about to bring it up my steps, and I'm like, whoa, guys, have you guys looked at this thing? It's a wreck. They're like, oh, what does it do? Take it back? I said, what would you do if you bought this bunk bed and this is what came out of the truck? Would you take it? Oh, I guess you're right. They're just too lazy. They wanted to just get the job over with. So I call up Rooms to Go, and I'm like, you guys delivered a piece of the bunk bed. And we gave them pictures. Oh, sorry. All right, we'll get you another one. All right, when? It's going to be 2 weeks. Now, you go and tell a 5-year-old that his bunk bed that was supposed to be delivered when he got back from school is not going to be there now for 2 weeks because you guys know what the situation is. They go crazy, right? And I would go crazy, too, as a kid. I got to tell my son, Logan, it's not coming. 2 weeks later, the same, a week, 2 weeks from the Wednesday it was supposed to be delivered, the truck arrives, okay? Guys, I hope you guys, we inspected this in the warehouse. It's great. There's no box on this one piece that they're redelivering. All the other pieces are still up in my son's room for now 2 weeks. Luckily, he didn't destroy them. And they take the plastic off of this thing, and of course it's all damaged again. I'm like, guys, this is the second time. How can you? It's not even in a box. You're probably giving me the same piece I got last week. And call them up again, another 2 weeks. I said, look, this is ridiculous. I said, no, we're gonna do inspections at every step of the way. At Rooms to Go, we're gonna do it at the warehouse, at the delivery. Today, 2 weeks later, now we're on 4 weeks after the original purchase. The truck arrives. They take the box off. Look at this. It looks beautiful, right? It's been inspected. The last step, the wood laminate, which I didn't even know it was wood laminate, is peeling off. Call them up. I said, look, my son's got to have this bunk bed. I said, you guys bring it upstairs, set it up. I said, you bring me back, you replace the part, whenever you want to bring it back. Fine, you're right, I'm sorry. Now the guys go to bring this one piece up the steps. They can't get it up my step. The thing must weigh 500 pounds, or it looked like it weighed 500 pounds. They can't get it up my stairs. They're like, sorry, we can't get it up the steps. I said, so what am I supposed to tell my son when there's no bunk bed? Okay, now I'm infuriated. I'm ready to do video and put it up on Instagram and everything like that because of the incompetence level. But you know what? I said to myself, look, why are you going to get worked up? No one cares about anything anymore. There's no one takes workmanship, appreciation. No one has pride in their work. People just want to get the job done. No, the fact is that today no one even wants to work anymore. And that is almost like a metaphor of our entire society now that we live in. However, you can't get down and get depressed about that because it has nothing to do with you. Just because other people are lazy, just because other people don't handle merchandise properly, or do customer service well. Okay, because what I would have done is I would have said, look, I'm going to knock some money off this. I'm going to have it brought back to you the next day because I want you as my customer to be happy. Just like if someone complains about a tub of protein arriving crushed or not working properly or the wrong flavor, I tell them, you know what, keep it. I'm going to send you another one. Okay, because I'm going to send you two, a matter of fact, because I want you to be happy as my customer. I'm not going to treat my customer service like they did just because that's the way the rest of the world is operating. Here's another good. I don't even know if anyone cares about any of this, but you know what? This is my rant. I can say whatever I want. You don't have to listen. I had to get my thyroid removed, as you know, and I had to get radioactive iodine. And before I got my radioactive iodine, they have to give me, I had to take 2 shots, which I gave myself, of something called thyrogen. It's basically synthetic TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone. I had to take it the 2 days before I took a shot and then the day before. It comes in a box like this. It looked like I even did it on video. It looked like a box of GH, okay? And it was 2 single shots of TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone. So I get a call from the pharmacy the other day. This is weeks after, and they're like, oh, there's a balance on this. I'm like, oh, all right, what is it? You owe $700. I'm like, $700? I'm like, I said, my insurance didn't pay any of this? She's like, well, let me check. So she goes through she's like, oh, no, they've paid. I said, well, how much did they pay? $10? She's like, oh, the cost of this drug was $4,800. It's almost $5,000 for 2 shots of thyroid stimulating hormone. $5,000, okay? $5,000. I could have bought 3 from a pharmacy, legitimately. I could have bought 3 kits of GH, of Serostim GH, which would have lasted me, it would have lasted me like 3 months or 4 months or 5 months of GH for the same price as the 2 shots of thyroid stimulating hormone I had to take. Why was it that expensive? Because not that many people use it. So the government allows these drug companies to charge whatever they want. It's called the Orphan Drug Act. That's why GH is so expensive. But these fuckers have the nerve to charge $5,000, $4,800. Can you imagine if I didn't have insurance and I had to do this? That's robbery. That's why our society is falling apart, because there's no equality to anything. There's no reason or rhyme or reason why they charge this or they charge that. It's arbitrary. It's just like, how can we make the most money? We know the people that take this are getting radioactive iodine and they're desperate. They have cancer. We'll just take advantage of them. It's like the chemotherapy drugs that are through the roof. You think those drugs really cost that much to make? Bullshit. Bullshit they do. And once again, this is enough to get you depressed if you really thought about it and let it affect you. I laugh because you know what? I know that that's not who I am. I can see the absurdity at it. And my father always taught me, you know what? No matter the depths of depression that you're in, no matter how sick you are or how down and out you are, always find the absurdity in everything you do and laugh at it. And that makes it go away and lose all its energy. And that's the bottom line. Every time I take my kids to school every morning, they watch The Little Mermaid. Okay, I'm sure a lot of you have seen The Little Mermaid. If you have kids, you've seen it multiple times. And it's in my little minivan on the DVD player there. And there's a part where the King Triton, he's the king of the mer people. He says those humans, they fish, they put their hooks in these fish and they kill these fish and they gut the fish and they eat. And he's making it, and I'm saying to myself, wait a second. He's upset that the humans are eating fish. What the hell are the mer people eating down in the ocean? What are they eating? What are they eating? They're not eating. They got to be eating fish too. Sharks eat fish. Other fish eat fish. How come the mer people don't eat fish? What are they eating? Like seaweed? So there's why I mentioned. I don't know. It just drives me crazy when I drive to work. I see the absurdity in everything, and I laugh. And a lot of times people probably driving by me think I'm crazy. But the purpose of me telling you this is that, number one, don't let life get you upset. Don't let it get you depressed. Don't let it get you down. Find the absurdity in everything that happens in your life. Everything that bothers you, everything that goes wrong, there's always an angle that you can find and laugh at. If you got to do a rant like this on your YouTube channel or your Instagram, do it, because it releases everything. It's like therapy. This is my therapy that I do. And never stop trying. Do your best every day. That's my take-home message. Do your best. Don't worry about the guy next to you or a guy's 2 doors down who is lazy and sitting home and collecting an unemployment check. Do your best and be your best. And you know what? Leave nothing on the table no matter what anyone else does. This way you can go to bed with a smile on your face every single day and say, you know what? I did my best. And you know what? I guarantee if you do your best, you'll be successful. And whenever you get down, find the absurdity. That's the famous wise words of Sal Palumbo. I'm passing them on to you. I'm giving them to you today on this RX Muscle Rant. Have a great weekend. I'm Dave Palumbo. We'll see you next time.